There are two laws that would dictate the success of your business as an agent. And if you don't know these two laws, scaling to six, multi six, or even higher, it's going to be an impossible journey in your mind. This helped me get over $25 million in 70 days by knowing these two laws. I'm going to break down today on this video. So stay tuned. You're going to love how to help you grow your business as fast as possible by understanding what 99% of agents have no clue what is happening, even though they go through it every single day. So this will really help change your paradigm about sales, especially how it works for lead gen and everything else. Hey, I'm Jordan Chipper. I'm one of the top agents in all of the USA. Again, $25 million in the past 70 days. Top ranked agent in all the publications. List goes on. And what I've learned in my decade now of being in real estate, are these two laws really make up the biggest difference for people's businesses for more than one reason. One is the mindset behind it. Expectations is everything. If you think you're gonna make $1 million next month and you don't, you are crushed. And because expectations, it dictates that. But if you think you're gonna make 10, 20, 50K and it does happen, well then now you're super excited. And this is why understanding two laws is so important, because it gives us a framework to follow that we know if we do this action, it gives us the result we're looking for. That is a big part. Number two, when you actually are doing your lead gen, your sales, and so forth, you now know what to expect. You now know I gotta do this much outreach, this much prospecting, this much pitches, and so forth to get my goals. Because my $25 million of new business I got in 70 days that a lot of them already been closing happened over hundreds of lead gen strategies and hundreds of, not hundreds, but tons of pitches because it took me that level to get there. And the way to really be a true entrepreneur as an agent is to know the two laws. When you know the two laws, you can start refining your KPI, your key performance indicators. So if I know that my close rate, let's say for example, is 30%, what can I do to make it up 40, 50, 80%? Like right now, we have a 97% close rate for buyers nor sellers. And I even charge my seller clients 7% and they thank me for it. Let that sink in. Now, the average close rate for most people is 10 to 30%. If you're like above 20, you're doing really, really good. And because most people don't understand the sales techniques, which we can go into in future videos in the future. But without further ado, I'm kind of break down for you the two laws that make the biggest difference in your business. And if you're curious about how it's going to help you even more, with more context, more support, we have a complete program that teaches you all we know, all our blueprints, all our scripts, everything given to you to help you get to 6+ figures in the next 12 months. And if you don't get 10 clients within 6 months, I'll personally give you a full refund and pay you $5,000. I know, insane, but so far you have 0 refunds because the program is that good. So that is also an option for you too. Down below, link in the bio to get access to that while my whiteboard loads. Alright, here is my whiteboard that we all know and love. So there's two laws again that really breaks down your business, and from there is at the foundation point to help you grow as a real estate agent in 2025 and beyond. The first law we have is L.O.A, which is not law of attraction, but is law of averages. When I know my law of averages, becoming successful as an agent and entrepreneur becomes so much easier for a lot of different factors. The way this works is if you have 10 people that you speak to, it could be at a networking event, it could be online, it could be, you name it. 10 people, you should see a 10% close rate from those people, which is called law of averages. The law of averages just equals 10%. So it is. And it has to actually be about real estate. So you talk to 10 people and you never bring up real estate, that doesn't count. You all know that. So 10 people equal one new lead. And if you go online, the same math applies. If I send 10 DMs to people, I should get at least one response, one lead. And a lead is not a client, just so you know. Clients are a whole different level, which I'll break down on Law 2 coming up pretty soon. Make sure you stay to watch that part of it. But law averages states 10%. So if your goal is to close 100 transactions, which is like 10 transactions in the next 6 months, I think say the next 12 months even, what you would say in your mind is that I need to get 100 leads so I can get 10 solid leads. So 100 people gives me 10 solid leads. And in some cases that would be correct, but that's only half the equation. Because of these 10 people, you won't close all of them. You won't land every single deal. So this is where law of conversions, L.O.C, comes into play. If I know my L.O.C, this gives me a much stronger foundation to get to close more people, not get discouraged, and know my numbers. Because in real estate, and as an entrepreneur, only it's really concrete in your brain. Your data is everything. Your KPIs, what you're doing, is the most important aspect of your business. Because you don't know that, one, you're not a true business owner. And two, you cannot grow. You don't know it's broken. If I don't know that my DMs are not working for some reason, and below KPIs, which is part of my L.O.Cs and L.O.A, then I gotta adjust that to make it higher. This is why it's so important to know these two things. And the law of conversions is a 25% breakdown, but it's not just one facet. So the first part of L.O.C, let's say you have 4 leads. So up here, you talk to 40 people. Now those 40 people, 4 of them became leads thanks to law of averages. Now it can be higher if you're like super skilled at persuasion, negotiation, and talking to people. It could be 10, 20, 30%. And you can see by increasing this KPI, my conversion skills, communication, I can double and triple my business super quickly. So this is why it's so crucial to understand this. But again, easy math here, 40 people, 4 new leads. Down below is law of conversions. I now have these 4 leads that say, hey, I'm open to talking more about real estate. What's next? Buyers, sellers, investors, you name it. It will break down into a few different quadrants. Number 1 are people who say no to your pitch. This represents 25% of the market. So if I'm talking to people, 25% of them will say no. No matter how good you are at real estate, you will see that. Like I have a 97% close rate, and like the 3% is kind of like that 25% for me. It's like I have so lot of leads, and those people will say no because of whatever reason it is. It's super hard, they don't like you for some reason, you name it, it's gonna happen. And understanding this gives you the freedom and livability to say, okay, if someone says no, it's not all my fault. I don't have to feel bad. This is why I love knowing this data. Number 2 are people who will reschedule. And of those reschedules, you have a 50% chance to convert those. But this is not 25%. So these 25%, you have 50-50 chance of closing them later on. So you have 2 people there, One person will reschedule will ghost you. One person will be on the call and they fall back into the category of these 4 quadrants. More often than not, if they reschedule, they'll probably say yes to you, but this will happen, especially in real estate. I've had so many times I'm doing luxury presentations and they're super busy and they have to reschedule on us for some reason or another. So that's common. Number 3, people who will ghost you. 25%. And in real estate, again, super common. I've had times when I actually went to someone's house more than once, and they told me, hey, meet me today at this time. We'll talk about real estate, about selling my house for me, and let's go from there. Go to the house, knock on the door, no response. And I would call them, text them, could hear the phone ringing inside the house. Happens more than once because in real estate, that's just part of the game. Some people just like doing that. And if you don't understand this, you become super discouraged. Like, wow, I had an appointment, I went to the house, and they just ghosted me at the property. Or they ghost you at a coffee shop. They ghost you after the phone call. You name it, this will happen. So don't feel bad. Again, I would never have had $25 million in 70 days and way more volume in the past years if I was to not understand this. I would have said, oh, this sucks, I quit. And this is part of the paradigm shift that you can understand. Then the last one, number 4, is my favorite and probably yours as well, which is going to be people who say yes. 25% of people will fall into this category as well. These are people who are like, yep, this sounds great, let's move forward. And that means that of the people you're talking to, you have a 50% close rate because you have 2 meetings. Because a lot of times people say I have a 10% close rate, which in real estate, it should be way higher than that. But if I have 2 meetings, I get 1 client, that means I have a 50% close rate of those people, which is good numbers. That's what you want to see, or higher. But for me, your bare minimum for closing people appointments would be 25%. This is extra data for you. It would be 25% up to 95%. You won't close everybody. No matter how good you are, you'll never close everybody. And when you understand these 2 laws, it becomes so much easier to know your metrics to hit, what to focus on, what not to focus on, and so forth. So this kind of breaks it down in live time. Let's say that your goal that you have for yourself is to make $250,000 in the next 12 months. Super easy to do, more or less. And this means that my goal of $250,000 now has metrics I can attach to it. So if my law of averages states that for me to get 1 new client, I need 40 people. We just discovered that 40 people will give me 1 new client. I get 4 leads from those people. So if I need to do $250,000 in transactions, let's say your market is $10K per thing. So the math for this one is, let's say 1,000 leads that we got, people we've spoken to. Of those 1,000 people, it'll break down to 100 leads. And those 100 leads, we should have a 25% close rate. Probably a little more if we count the reschedulers, but let's kind of ignore those for now. So this is bonus transactions for us. This will equal 25 deals. So 1,000 people, 100 leads, 25 new clients. Now 1,000 leads, these are true leads, people that you're going to talk to and I'm meeting with, not just like, oh, a new lead on my KV core or my follow-up boss, so forth. Actually going to be an appointment set with these people. And this gives me a math of 25 deals. And if each transaction is 10K, gotta math them. So this is 25 deals at 10K. If I'm doing a 12-month breakdown, we know that I'll do the math even more for you. Just make it super easy. 1,000 people equals 100 leads, 100 leads equals 25 clients. And this is the math right there. Let's make it super, super easy. And if I'm doing 250K, my goal is to close at least 20K a month. Be 2383 equals a month. This is why it's so crucial to understand how this works. So now you can say, okay, great, my metric I'm going to follow every single month is this $20,000, which would be around 800K in volume, probably like 750. So let's say 700K in volume. So now we know that my math I'm looking for is to do around $700,000 in volume every single time, every single month to make the 20K, which is around 2 closings, 1 closing, depending on what market you're in, maybe more if you're in a higher, lower marketplace. But again, all number here is 10K per deal. So 2 homes worth 350. And if I'm doing 2 homes worth 250, this means that we need a total volume. So total volume is 8.7 million. That is the total volume I'm looking for across 25 transactions in the next 12 months. So it's a lot easier than you think. But now we just know you need 1,000 people to talk to. And that may seem like a huge number to think like, wow, 1,000 people, how do I do that? Well, context for you, what we teach in our program, our 6-figure agent society, is to find leads every single day with no cap. Like literally limited leads you can do on your phone whenever you want to. Right now, I'm in Thailand, in my penthouse, looking at the mountains in the city, and we got $25 million across 29 transactions, all in 70 days, because I knew to find people and target them correctly to have a higher close rate than the 10%. I know how to speak to them in the best way. And again, I want to have a free call about how that looks for your business down below. Hit that link and talk more for you, no pressure, then you're going to love it. But here's the thing, if I know how to get 1,000 people, and the goal is to do 1,000 people in a year, I only need to speak to 3 a day. So 3 people a day will get me to 1,000 people. Now, I would highly suggest that you do it quicker than that. Don't just do 3 a day. Do 10 a day. Do 20 a day. Do 100 a day. Like for me, when I'm like super aggressive, trying my goals to happen, I will send 50 to 100 DMs every single day and reach 1,000 people in a week. Hence why we had over 29 transactions in 70 days. A lot of averages took place from the leads, from the appointments, and the ghosting, and everything else. So 3 a day will get you there. And the goal is to have 2 closings or 2 closings a month. 2 closings, 2.5 monthly. Happy with 3 people per day. And this is the easiest way to get to your goals as quickly as possible. By understanding L.O.A, understanding L.O.C, how this looks. If I was you right now, like take a picture of this, write this down, and like hang it on your wall. You should know this all the time. And for me, if you look at my office, I can see exactly what my business looks like, my KPIs, my data tracking, and so much more. And it gave me complete clarity as to scale to the next level without any guesswork. So for yourself, do the same thing. Make out your goal. If your goal is 100K in the next 12 months, and the market is 10K per deal, that's 10 transactions. That means you can do like 400 people you meet, 500 people you meet, give or take, to get there. Probably 500 people. 500 people is 12 clients based on this. So 500, 50 leads, other 50 leads, you get around 12 people to say, yep, let's move forward, make this happen. So for yourself, just know your math, follow the plan, know the conversions, and when you do that, it becomes way harder to get discouraged because now you know, oh, I gotta follow this game plan. If I do this, my life becomes easier, there's no more guesswork, and then you can really go to the next level in your business in 2025 and beyond. If this helped you, make sure you subscribe down below, follow along, we'll make new videos for you every single week, breaking down all the best things to help you grow your business. From mindset, from your sales techniques to marketing and so much more. And if you want to hear more about my coaching program or 6 Figure Income Society, down below, book a free call to see more. We have over 2,800 different people we helped in the past few years. Grow their businesses, all happy with 0 refunds. And again, if you don't get 10 clients with all help in 6 months, I will personally give you a full refund plus $5,000 wires to your bank as an apology for wasting your time. So for you, there's no losing, it's only upside. And the offer is crazy because it works so well. And I know that you probably get way more than 10 clients in 6 months. That's just a bare minimum benchmark that we promised for you. But again, thanks for watching. I'm Jordan Subaru, and I will see you at the top.